My name is Andy Luke, and I go by the name Sinboy. I was born in Spain, in Madrid. My mother is Spanish, my dad was English. I've been living here in Bucharest for the last 17 years. You know, I've been coming and going throughout the years I've been here. I've lived in sort of various places, but I always end up coming back because I like the city, first of all. I like the people I've met and all the connections I have. I like the fact that rent is cheap. You don't have to work 3 jobs if you want to do something creative. My father moved here in '96, so he said, you know, you can come here and you know, try to find something. And initially I thought, I'll come here, I'll stay 6 months and then I'll move to London. But when I got here, I remember the first person I really met was this guy called Ovidiu also, who worked in there was a record shop on Titulescu near Piața Victoriei, a small record shop called Muzică. And I said, hey, listen, I don't know anybody here, you know, there's no intentions of anything, but do you want to get a beer when you're done? And he said, sure, and he took me to the web club. The group of people who went there, I found were very interesting because there wasn't really much cool shit happening, so everybody was really working hard to figure out themselves and figure out how to do interesting things. And I liked that energy, and so I stayed here.
Vorbești românește?
Vorbesc și română, da.
Și cum a fost să înveți?
A fost destul de ușor. I do illustration, I do traditional animation, I do graffiti or murals sometimes. Music isn't work, music is just something I do. I try to keep busy because, you know, I believe in the DIY ethos, the punk ethos of if you want something and you can't find it in where you are, you do it yourself. Sort of sitting on my dad's lap and him singing Old MacDonald to me. But then another thing linked to that oldest memory is me sitting on his lap, and I guess he was like tickling me or something, and I you know, because of the tickling, I took, you know, put my head back and smashed him on the nose really badly. And then I felt like shit. I think my collecting thing comes from my grandfather. My grandfather was an architect. They were very interested in art and design, and they had the means to sort of travel and go around, and so they had a nice place where they had like various collections. One of them, they had a huge collection which was like one big wall of tiny liquor bottles. You know, I think I started with fossils, like telephone cards, stickers, like sticker albums and all that. Then comic books, and then slowly I went into toys. Also, I've been collecting a lot of Romanian toys, especially like the tin toys. So you had various factories here in Bucharest. There was Bucuria Copilor. There was also Metaloglobus. I was always interested in pinball because for me it's like the perfect mix of like a game, an artwork, and something mechanical and something that you can interact with. I remember when I was a kid, we'd go to the arcade and the pinballs were always a bit more expensive, so you didn't really play them, or when you did it was, you know, something like, and you'd always fucking just lose the 3 balls immediately and it seemed like a waste of money, but it was pretty cool because, you know, there's stuff moving in them, like little toys and things, and, you know, very visual, and like also the sound was really engaging. A few years ago, Gabby from Underworld, which is a bar that I go to a lot, he bought a pinball, and so then I thought, fuck, you know, maybe I can look into actually buying one. I met another guy, Ovidiu Cacina, he had a pinball for sale. I called him up and I said, listen, I'm interested in buying this. Went over to his and he had a few more, and we struck a good friendship. And then the 3 of us decided to start a pinball competition, like a pinball league. It's a pretty geeky hobby, but someone's got to do it, so. I've learned that you have to work hard in order to get things done, and to get things done in the way you want to do. If you want to do something productive and so on, you've got to focus and you've got to put work into it. there's a thing, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you're so talented, or wow, I wish I had that talent. I don't really believe that you were born with any talent. I believe that the way perhaps that you're educated, or the things that you see as a child, sort of condition what you're going to be interested in. And if you're interested in that thing, if you put the work into it, and you're also lucky by, you know, doing projects or having people around you that appreciate what you do, which motivates you to keep on doing it, then you will get good at doing it. I mean, I miss certain things from Madrid. I miss the bars in Madrid. I really, yeah, that's something that you don't find much here, which is a shame. Which is like the, you know, in every street in Madrid you have at least 3 bars, and those 3 bars, they have terraces, and you just go, you have a little beer, you have something to eat, and you get to know your neighbors and your community and everything, and that is something that I miss. I feel people here are very sort of guarded, like even in your own block, you know. Weirdly, I mean, I've always felt like a foreigner. In Spain I was the English guy, in England I was the Spanish guy, here I'm just another fucking strain. So I've never truly felt of one place, but at the same time I've always felt of that place because I know it, you know. Here I know Bucharest better than a lot of people born in Bucharest. I know the language, I know, you know, how to move around the city and do my thing, so I'm pretty comfortable. People don't even believe that I'm a foreigner. They usually say, oh, where are you from Ardeal or something. Sort of.